We are at Jackson High School, game 2 of a doubleheader in the Western Conference 4A. Boys have already played tonight, and the Jackson Timberwolves came from 13 points down to win over the Lake Stevens Vikings 61-59. What will happen tonight on the girls' side? And that's what we're about to find out. Welcome, everybody. Tom Lafferty along with Joel Vincent here tonight on a Friday night. Where would you rather be, Coach, than in a high school basketball game on a Friday night? That's what you do.
I don't know. This was pretty fun. Yeah.
It was a great game, the first game.
Yeah, and you know, I've really tried to make an effort this year to get out and watch more basketball games. And you're right, it's winter, it's cold, it's dark, it's wet outside, and gyms are nice and lit up, and it's fun to watch these kids get up and down the floor.
And we've got the Lake Stevens Vikings coming in. They're the visiting team tonight, 4-0 in league play, 7-4 overall. Jackson comes in 2-2 in league play and 5-6 overall. Let's take a look at the starters as they introduce them out on the floor as well. For the visitors, Lake Stevens, their head coach, Seth Dodge, Griffin Iman, a 6-foot senior, Tessa Anastasia, 5'6" junior, Kendall Keel, a 6-foot junior, Addie Baker, a 5'4" senior, and Noelani Tupua, a 6-foot sophomore. So Iman and Anastasia, Keel, Baker, and Tupua for Lake Stevens. For the Jackson Timberwolves, first-year head coach Andrew Griniker here at Jackson High School, and they will start Mackenzie Pepin. We just saw her brother play a little while ago. Now the 5'7" sophomore sister plays in game number 2. Callie Workala is a 5'10" junior. Alexis Eichhorn, we saw her brother play earlier tonight. Alexis, little sister, sophomore, at 5'7", will play this evening. McKenna Devine, a 5'9" sophomore, and Avery Cook, a 6'1" sophomore. So sophomore, junior, sophomore, a young club for Andrew Ginniker.
Yeah, and the youth tonight is going to have to really step up against this Lake Stevens team.
Yeah, Lake Stevens, they're pretty good, 4-0, 7-4 in league play. But Coach Dodge, like Joe Marsh up at Arlington, like Ken Roberts does at Snohomish, you book the tough teams to play in the non-league schedule.
Yeah,
because of your RPI.
Yeah, you want that, and you also want those tough games experiences to get that team ready for conference play. But then it pays dividends when you get to the playoffs that you've played those caliber teams when you get there.
You play the good teams, and plus a loss to a Linden Christian doesn't hurt you as bad as if you drop a bad one early in December.
Correct.
So here we go. We're getting set. We've already had the anthem has already been done here, so we're ready to go. The officials, same trio that refereed the boys' game, Jeff Betts, Marvin Williams, and Evan Cherlin. They'll just each change hats a little bit as we get set to go. Again, the boys win it 61-59 in the opener, and here in the nightcap, it'll be the Jackson Timberwolves, the Lake Stevens Vikings, Western Conference 4A girls basketball ready to go. As Jackson's already out there, we're going to go. Everybody's saying, are we playing or not playing? And they think they're going to do the anthem. We're not. No anthem.
Yeah,
so I think they're being told that. It's basketball time, according to the PA announcer. And that you always listen to the PA announcer. He knows what's what.
Well, he better. He's got the script over there.
That's right. And he's got the loudest microphone in the building as well. So both teams ready to go. Griffin Iman, Tessa Anastasia, Kendall Keel, Addie Baker, Noelani Tupua for Lake Stevens. For Jackson, Mackenzie Pepin, Callie Workala, Alexis Eichhorn, McKenna Devine, and Avery Cook, the starters for the Timberwolves. And we're ready to go. Lake Stevens in the purple, a more common Lake Stevens number, lots of purple and gold. They'll be moving to our right. And Jackson in the home white uniforms trimmed in green and black. Everybody getting the instruction from the officials, tuck in your shirts. So we'll take a few seconds here, and we're ready to go. As Jeff Betts will put the ball in the air, and we are underway here and controlled right off the jump up here by Lake Stevens. And the ball goes out of bounds, and standing out of bounds after missing the shot, there was Tessa Anastasia. She kind of hurt her hand a little bit there. I think she
might have jammed a finger or something there on that ball. It came flying out of bounds.
So here's Jackson with their initial offering on the evening. as they kick it down, going in, laying up. No, that's a miss there. Miss for Jackson by McKenna Devine. And rebound grab down. We go underneath. Noelani Tupua puts it up. She stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, they're going to say she stepped on the baseline down there on her drive and on her way to the basket.
And noticing that Kira Tupua is usually in the starting lineup, but she is not starting this evening. We saw them on the radio side a couple of weeks ago against Glacier Peak, and she was our player of the game, in fact. And then we're going to have a travel. Turnover right off the jump here for everybody's getting their sea legs here. It's a late start.
Yeah,
they're not used to playing at 8:32 at night.
No.
So the Vikings with it. Lake Stevens brings it up. Back to the basket is Iman. Griffin Iman. Kick a pass over right-hand side. Baker on top again. It goes to Kendall Keel. She'll start the dribble, go down through the paint, puts it up, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball.
That should go to Jackson. Yeah, Lake Stevens won the tip, so Jackson should get this first possession arrow.
No score yet. Coming up on a minute into the opening quarter.
Little three-quarter court pressure here for Lake Stevens.
Into front court they go as they work it. Pepin had it. She plays catch over there with Eichhorn. Bounce pass down in, going in, lay-in, no. Actually never got a chance to get the lay-in. She's going to have to earn those at the stripe. McKenna Devine will go to the free throw line.
Good ball movement there by Jackson, and good ball off movement by offensive players moving around. Gets them a pretty good look at the basket.
Kendall Cole will get the foul, her first personal, first team foul. And free throw here for Devine. And the first one is Devine. You know I was going to go there. I might as well go get it out of the way first. So the first one good. First lead here by Jackson. Kendall Cool will get another with the left hand. Puts it up. Rims out. No. Little bumping underneath there off the rebound. Iman brings it up to Tupua. She dribbles across the top of the key with her left hand. Swing it over right side to Anastasi. Now they dump it down low to the low post. Turnaround shot on the way. Won't go. Foul is going to be called. They got it down to Kendall Cool, and she will shoot a couple of free throws here. Whistle this one on Avery Cook, her first personal, first team foul. And Kendall Cool at the line for Lake Stevens. First one is good. Ties it at 1. And she will get another. Airborne and no good. Wouldn't go, so we are tied for the first time. A 1-1. Can't get much lower tie than that. Kick it over the corner, left side, 3 on the way. Air ball, no. Back up, no. The initial miss there was by Eichhorn going in, laying up, and it is good for Lake Stevens. Anastasi with the bucket, and Lake Stevens now with their first lead of the game. Our first lead change. Now Jackson with it. Looking underneath, but the ball is going to be stolen away as they bounce it down, going in, laying up, and the reverse laying up and in by by Addie Baker. 5-1, 4-point lead for Lake Stevens. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Jackson basketball. Here comes Kira Tupua.
Yeah, Jackson's going to need to look to get that ball to the half-court stripe, reverse it across, and then look for something in the middle to deal a little bit better with this half-court pressure.
Yeah, Lake Stevens, when we saw them actually now about a month ago, they can go on runs and just like suddenly you're buried. You say, hey, we're down by 4. No, now we're down by 14. And here's a steal just that way. It's going to be stolen and defeated down underneath. Noelani Tupua, the reverse lane up and in. So the sisters are out there, Kira and Noelani Tupua. Noelani, a world-class soccer player as well. Kick it down low, and here's a steal. Tupua has it. She'll bring it back court herself. She was going to go for the long pass to the baseline and thought, let's set up the half-court offense. That's Anastasi has a ball kicked right back to her by Iman. Now underneath, Tupua has a bad pass. It's going to be controlled by Jackson. Timberwolves with it. Lauren Foley. And we're going to have a whistle at the baseline. And we will have a foul called here.
Yeah, Jackson's trying to get the entry pass down there on the block, and Griffin Iman just kind of gave the Jackson player a shove in the back, and official's right there to make that call.
Her first personal foul. Inbounds, and we go with a shot in the corner. No good. Missed by Eichhorn. And the ball.
Yeah, it's going to be on Avery Cook. That's two. That's two pretty quick fouls here. We're not even done with half the quarter, so she'll probably have to come take a seat.
So Cook, will she come out? Yes, she will, with her second personal foul. And in for her is Hayden Andrina for the Timberwolves. First-year head coach Andrew Griniker here at Jackson High School. Back to the basket, turn, put it up. A little short, no good. A miss by Kendall Cool. And it'll be taken by Jackson. Here come the Timberwolves, down by 6. As they work it out for a 3 on the way. Too long, no, for Eichhorn. Ball went out of bounds. Last touch by Lake Stevens. It'll be Jackson ball. And Kendall Cool will come to the bench. And it'll be an inbounds play here. Kind of a couple players. They were fighting over it. Inbounds for Lake Stevens. Vikings in the front court. In the purple uniforms trimmed in gold. Moving to our right. That's Griffin Iman. Trying to get inside to Tessa Anastasi. The ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Jackson basketball. And checking in now for the Timberwolves will be Abigail Ruiz. Comes in.
And then we're going to have a sub here for Jackson, Tom. Or for Lake Stevens,
For Lake Stevens, that'll be Addie Baker. She'll come in. And Anastasi will sit. And here we go. Jackson with the basketball, leading by 6. Under 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Second game of the doubleheader. Bad pass there. Grabbed by Lake Stevens. Here come the Vikings. As Baker brings it up. It'll go Dara Olotu. Had it for a moment. Ball goes up, but stripped away from Akira Tupua. And she almost goes and tries to get the steals. They bring it into front court. Working it down. I heard the smack from over here. McKenna Devine will go to the free throw line. It's going to be here on Dara Olotu. Picks up her first personal foul, and that is the third team foul. And free throw here for McKenna Devine, the 5'9" sophomore. Good for the first one. Anastasi checks back in. And sitting for Lake will be Griffin Iman. So Seth Dodge kind of moving players in and out here in the early going. 7-2 lead. Won't go. Olotu grabs the rebound. Kira Tapua dribbles through the defenders and lays it up off the window and in. Kira Tapua with the bucket. It's a 7-point lead again for Lake. To the near side. That's Ruiz. Workala in the corner. 3 on the way. It's an air ball. Too long. No good. Workala with the miss. The rebound controlled by Lake Stevens. Vikings with it. Bounce underneath. Addie Baker goes in. It won't go. Somebody's on the floor. That's somebody who's on the floor out of bounds. They're going to have 2 shots coming up here, and it's going to be free throws.
Yeah, that was Anastasi kind of selling out to go save that ball, and she got it back into a teammate who ends up being fouled and now going to go to the line.
And it's going to be Hayden Andrina picking up the foul, her first personal. Both teams at 3 team fouls. Olotu at the line. First one, nope, won't go. And for Jackson, Sophia Giordano will come in as Workala will go out. And Olotu will get another free throw. It's on the way, too long, no good. But was put back here by Kira Tapua, won't go. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Vikings. Another set of players will come in. Kendall Cool comes back in. Cameron Strom, the first time we've seen her on the floor here in this early going. As Seth Dodge will go pretty deep on the bench, I'm guessing, tonight. Give everybody some playing time. As they go inside, it's going to be knocked away. Grabbed by Noelani Tapua. Nice pass to Sister Kira.
What a pretty no-look pass that was. That was well done.
You think they've done that in the backyard a few times?
A few times.
We'll step out with a timeout on the floor. It's a 9-point lead, 11-2, with Lake Stevens in the lead. And we'll be back after this on STSPN.com.
At Capelli Cabinetry, it's not just wood. It's the start of something beautiful. Each grain tells a story, each piece crafted with care, because to us, it's more than just a cabinet. It's a legacy. Our passion is creating cabinetry that reflects your unique style and stands the test of time. Crafted in Snohomish, where every piece becomes a part of your story. Capelli Cabinetry, crafting excellence one cabinet at a time.
The Jackson High School Pep Band entertaining here on this Friday night doubleheader. Game 1 went to Jackson boys, 61-59. Came from 13 down to win that one. And in this game, up by 9 are the Lake Stevens Vikings, 11-2 over Jackson. Timberwolves with the basketball, moving to our left. As they dump it down low, going in with a shot. It won't go. Missed by Devine. Back up. No, won't go there either. And here comes Noelani Tapua. Step through move with the right hand. Rattles it off and it goes in. Just good body control there for that one. The lead is out to 11 points.
Well, there's something consistent we're seeing in these two Lake Stevens programs tonight. Both the boys and the girls love to get out and run in transition, press the ball, push the ball up the floor, not allow that defense to set up and get those baskets in transition.
Timberwolves will inbound here at the baseline with 21 to shoot and threw it right into the hands of Noelani Tapua. Down the floor and then off the fingertips of Kira. It was actually touched previously by a...
Yeah, to be fair, that was tipped by the Jackson player and kind of switched the trajectory on that. Made it difficult for her to catch that.
So Jackson ball, they'll take the turnover. They've only scored 2 points here with a minute and a half to play in this opening quarter. Jackson on the attack to our left. Mackenzie Pepin playing catch up there with Abigail Ruiz. Pepin again, now down low, safe from going out of bounds there. Back up and in. In for Hayden Andrina.
Yeah, Sophia Giordano saved that ball on the baseline and passed it right to one of her fellow players there for the lay-in.
Kira Tapua. Looking at it was Kendall Keel. Kendall Cool thought that she was going to take a shot, but gives it to Tapua and kind of forces it up. Coach wanted traveling. She gets her own rebound. Pushing foul is going to be called. My favorite, and it's by officials, it's by parents, it's by traveled. She traveled. That ship has sailed. In the boys' game, too, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're not going to call that quick step because they see it on Saturdays and Sundays, and it's just, nope, not going to happen. Kira Tapua, first free throw is good. The foul was on Jackson's Hayden Andrina, her second personal foul, fourth team foul. And Kira Tapua will get another. It's on the way and good. Lead is 11 again, equaling Lake Stevens' biggest lead. Inside a minute to play in the first quarter. Nice ball movement there, but they can't finish. Kelly Workala. Coach thought she got fouled. Going in, laying up, no good by Noelani Tupua. Outside jumper, that won't go for Tessa Anastasi. Another put back at won't go either. So 3 shots at it, and Lake Stevens can't connect. Jackson will clear. 18 seconds to go in the quarter. Shot clock is dead. They work it right. Shot on the way. No, she traveled. She traveled first, Kala Workala. And so it'll be Lake Stevens basketball, the final 11.7 seconds. Kira Tupua, I'm guessing she'll take the shot from the foul line jumper. Rattles off, no. Follow-up, no, by Noelani. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Our score, the Lake Stevens Vikings 15, the Jackson Timberwolves 4. Second quarter coming up right here on STSPN.com.
Still got Coach Johnson here in the gym.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Well, our friends from across the way at the ESPN table I think Mom says she wanted her table back because they're having people over tomorrow to watch NFL football.
They have literally folded up their table
That's right.
and went home.
Well, there's one small table there, so they're
The sports desk is shrunk, yes, over there by about half.
well, budget cuts,
They don't have the suit and ties on anymore either.
No. So here we go. Out of bounds here for Lake Stevens as we're underway in the second quarter. Noelani Tupua goes to Iman. She has it closed off there. 16 to shoot. Anastasi back over to Iman. Offline won't go. Back up, it will go. Kendall Cool with the offensive rebound and the bucket. Makes it a 13-point lead for Lake. Nearly stolen. They're trying to get it across the timeline. Full court pressure. It is stolen and taken by Lake Stevens. Noelani. They dump it down low. They'll work at the low post, and the foul is going to be called.
Yeah, I think they're going to say that she was still on the floor and not shooting there.
Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be on Abigail Ruiz. Picks up the foul. That's her first personal foul, first team foul of this second quarter. Here's a steal. Interception on the inbounds by Mackenzie Pepin. They'll kick it right side. 3 on the way. It's good. I thought maybe she was over the line. Callie Workala, though, they'll give her 3 points.
Yeah, nice job spotting up there. She's wide open. She takes that 3 and is able to convert it into that 3 points. Much needed 3 points for the Timberwolves.
Kira Tupua gets it, and a foul is going to be called. As Kendall Cool was on her way to the hoop, but they're going to call this one on Callie Workala, the 5'10 junior. Picks up her first personal foul, second team foul, free throw here, Kendall Cool. No, first one won't go. In for Jackson is Alexis Eichhorn. Next one by Kendall Cool is good. 18-7. Lake Stevens kind of half-heartedly working on their full court pressure. As they work it on top. Workala. Deep in the corner, Giordano. Back to Pepin, goes in, changes directions, puts it up at 7 on the shot clock. It won't go. And a rebound by Kendall Cool. Noelani Tupua, step through, move, won't go. Who's got it? Well, it was in the hands there of Kendall Cool for a second, and then grabbed by Jackson, but grabbed back by Tupua to Sister. That one won't go. Back up. No, the follow, no. Who's got it? It's going to be grabbed by Lake Stevens. Back out for an open three. Look good. Kira Tupua with the bucket. Well, they couldn't get two, so they settled for the three. And the lead is 14 points for Lake Stevens. Outside shot, no, for Jackson. Who's got it?
I think that's going to be Jackson ball.
Yeah, the ball went out of bounds here.
Yeah, I haven't seen a signal yet. But it was pretty clear it went off a Lake Stevens player.
Yeah, they're going to give it to Jackson. Yeah, I'm not sure everybody had their eyes on what was going on there. So inbounds for Jackson. And it will be in the corner. But to Devine. Now to Eichhorn, outside three. No. Over the back, I'm going to guess they're calling over the back foul. Yeah, it's going to be on Tessa Anastasi. Pushed her over the back. Lead is 14 and out of bounds here for Jackson at the baseline. 5:28 to go in the first half. As they'll work the perimeter here. Now down low, turnaround jumper won't go.
No, good set play, good look. Just not going to drop there.
Devine with the miss. And grab by Lake Stevens. Noelani Tupua has it. Now to Griffin Iman. Dribble drive in. Goes to the rack and lays it up and in. Griffin Iman with the bucket. 16-point lead. They continue to increase their lead. And Jackson in the corner. Three on the way. No, won't go. A miss there by Callie Workala. And Noelani Tupua has it in the corner. And then going through traffic there, Tessa Anastasi. Eventually, you figure she was going to get fouled. She went to the floor as well. And this one will be on Alexis Eichhorn. And Eichhorn picks up her first personal foul. Kira Tupua checks back in. Baseline out of bounds for Lake Stevens. Corner jumper, no, for Anastasi. Grabbed again there by Griffin Iman. They go in for a little closer shot. That won't go. Back up one more time and in for Kira Tupua. 25-7. Coming up on the halfway mark of the second quarter. Kira Tupua got the steal, but then dribbled it out of bounds. Dara Olotu will check in. Griffin Iman will come out. Hey, your pizza's here, Coach.
Good. I was wondering when that was going to get here.
Here's a little turnaround hook shot. Won't go. Tough luck shot there for McKenna Devine. And did we get a foul? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Sophia Giordano was whistled for that one.
Her first personal, fourth team foul. And here comes Lake. Up big already. Up by 18 points. Dara Olotu. Kira Tupua. She kicks it way out topside. Going in, a little hip-hop move through. Kendall Cool can't connect at the end. Controlled by Jackson. Timberwolves basketball. 3.5 to play in the half. Pepin to Alexis Eichhorn. Swift goes the three. Alexis Eichhorn, and a timeout called here by the Jackson Timberwolves. Their head coach, Andrew Griniker, will step out. 3:18 to play in the first half. 25-10. Lake leading Jackson. Back after this.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
So here we go. It's been all Lake Stevens so far in the girls' game, and off we go. Viking basketball after the timeout called by Jackson. Kira Tupua into front court. Now to Kendall Kuhl. Looked at a three, didn't take it. Kuhl will get it back down to the low block. Turn, face, and put it up with the right hand. It won't go. And the rebound grabbed by Jackson. Here come the Timberwolves. Mackenzie Pepin comes across the line. Andrew Griniger getting some hops as he's exhorting his players to get a nice-looking play, and that's a nice-looking play.
Yeah, get it into the high post with the back cut there from Giordano. She gets the lay-in. Well designed, well executed.
13-point lead for Lake Stevens. 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Kira Tupua stops, pops, and puts it in. Just very smooth.
Very smooth. It's a true jump shot. Fun to watch.
15-point lead. Pepin now on the side. No, it's going to be an air ball. Won't go. It's going to be a miss there for Eichhorn. And taken down by Noelani Tupua. Turns and puts it up too hard off the glass. No. Olotu grabs the rebound. That won't go. And out of the fray comes Jackson Timberwolves, Mackenzie Pepin. Says, ladies, excuse me, I'm getting out of here. And then the ball goes to the baseline, and the push foul is going to be called on Olotu. Here's an example tonight of two teams that are working on two different things.
Yeah. Well, you've got a veteran, older Lake Stevens squad.
Right.
They're looking to make a deep run. And then you've got this really young Jackson team. They're a little bit outmatched physically with these older girls they're playing against. But, boy, they're playing hard.
Yep. Yeah, there's designs on maybe a trip to the Tacoma Dome for Lake Stevens if they play their cards right. So, because you go to the district tournament and it's the rumor on the street is in the girls' action, the Kingco League where you play your by-district tournament is down a little bit on girls' side.
Oh, in the Kingco Conference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it gives you maybe a chance to sneak another team in.
Yeah, maybe Wesco gets another team in then.
They've got a hard-charging, though, Glacier Peak girls team that's starting to make a run. They were down last year, but they reloaded, retooled.
That's kind of what they do.
Yeah, yep. It's Jackson basketball, and air ball won't go. Noelani Tupua gets the rebound. Brings it up, stops, and puts it up, and puts it in. Nothing like getting an offensive rebound, dribbling it yourself, taking it up, and dropping it through.
Well, how nice is it to have a 6-foot point guard?
That's right. 17-point lead. As they kick it out for a long outside three. Glass, that's all, but back up.
Yeah, Giordano's there for the rebound and the putback.
That's what you want. Pick up the trash and put it away. 29-14, 44 seconds to go. Tupua, air ball. Even Lake Stevens can shoot an air ball here and there. It may have been tipped.
It might have been, or partially blocked.
Yeah. Ball went out of bounds. Last touch by Kira Tupua. So it'll stay in the possession of the Timberwolves. 31.7 seconds to go in the half. 23 on the shot clock. Into front court come the Timberwolves. Ruiz. Giordano trying to force it inside, but excuse me, says Anastasi, and she goes down to Kira Tupua. She'll kick it back out topside. 11 on the game clock. Shot on the way that won't go. It's going to be a miss by Anastasi, who's got it. They're rolling with it on the floor. Finally picked up by Noelani Tupua, and she dribbled it off her knee and out of bounds. Worked so hard to get it. And then,
yeah. So it'll be interesting to see here with 1.7 seconds left on the clock if Jackson can get something up the court fast enough to get a decent look at the basket.
So here is the inbound. They go up floor. Here's a shot on the way. Decent look. Offline, and it won't go. That one taken there by Alexis Eichhorn. We have reached halftime here at the Jackson High School Gymnasium in Mill Creek, and our score, it's the Lake Stevens Vikings 29 and the Jackson Timberwolves 14. Second half coming up. Thanks for being with us on a Friday night here on STSPN.com.
Bickford Ford is celebrating 90 years in business in Snohomish, Washington. When they opened their doors in 1934, things looked a little different. But their commitment to the community and their customers hasn't changed a bit. So when you're in the market for a new vehicle, electric, gas, or something in between, start at the place you can trust. Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership, Bickford Ford, on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.com.
At Capelli Cabinetry, it's not just wood. It's the start of something beautiful. Each grain tells a story, each piece crafted with care, because to us, it's more than just a cabinet. It's a legacy. Our passion is creating cabinetry that reflects your unique style and stands the test of time. Crafted in Snohomish, where every piece becomes a part of your story. Capelli Cabinetry, crafting excellence one cabinet at a time.
The future is threatened by enemies often unrelenting, unexpected, and unpredictable. In the midst of an uncertain and evolving world, the need for Marines to defeat these shifting threats is critical.
Enemy drone down.
Because the need to ensure stability for our nation has never been greater.
Sending coordinates now. Target acquired.
When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant: Marines.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from less.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race. Look at this! To the 4 a.m. starts, training harder, pushing further, hitting back, hard. To the fans, to the followers, and the haters. Come with us to the blood, to the sweat, and the broken bones. You rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best. Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun. I promise you.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back, and you know that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
This is Witch Doctor requesting immediate hot extract. Take it on.
Here on the team, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
Seattle Sports on 710 is your radio home for the Seattle Mariners.
Back, and over the wall for a home run!
Every home run, every strikeout, every Mariners win.
Swing and a miss and a slider, strike three, and it's over.
And catch the game on your smartphone. Download the Seattle Sports app to stream the radio broadcast of every Mariners game.
Goodbye, baseball! A walk-off two-run home run!
Seattle Sports is your home for the Mariners.
By Eichhorn going in, laying up, and it is stolen away as they bounce it down, going in, laying up, and the reverse laying up and in. It's going to be stolen and defeated down underneath. Noelani Tupua, the reverse laying up and in. Dribbles through the defenders and lays it up off the window and in. Kira, it's going to be knocked away. Grabbed by Noelani Tupua. Nice pass to sister Kira. Here comes Noelani Tupua. Step through move with the right hand, rattles it off and it goes in. Pepin again, down low, safe, going out of bounds there, back up and in. Over to Iman, offline, won't go. Back up, it will go. They dump it down low. They'll work at the low post and the foul is going to be. They'll pick it right side, 3 on the way, it's good. Oh, who's got it? It's going to be grabbed by Lake Stevens, back out for an open 3, look good. Now to Griffin Iman, dribble drive in, goes to the rack and lays it for a little closer shot. That won't go. Back up one more time and in for Kira Tupu. To Alexis Eichhorn. Schwick goes the 3. Hops as he's exhorting his players to get a nice looking play, and that's a nice looking play. Kira Tupua stops, pops, puts it in. Tupua gets the rebound. Brings it up, stops, puts it up, and puts it as they kick it out for a long outside 3. Glass, that's all, but back up by Eichhorn going in, laying up, and it is good.
Asanek, and he nails it. Hawkins, he finds it. Nagel for 3. Drives, not there, but the putback.
Step through move, kick it out. Connor, 3 on the way. Back.
Little highlight time. Cuellar just goes hard.
Backed out for a 3 on the way. Down it goes.
Hawkins for 3. Got it!
White is going to shoot the 3.
In the lane, head fake going the long way.
Here's a long outside 3 and bangs down it goes.
4 on the shot clock. Turnaround jumper. Got it. Yes.
Out body travel.
I did too.
Up fake. Once, twice. Finally, Failer puts it up and in.
Cuellar's not shy. Drives into the paint. Turns. And it falls. Trey. Tough shot. Oh, finally,
Dribble drive through. Connor.
Congrats on the big win.
Yeah, thank you.
So what was it like getting the job done in front of those rowdy fans
Boucher,
here?
Right?
Yeah.
16 points. And great job from the fella. You got your teammate here.
I got it. Siobhan, brother.
So Siobhan Adams here.
All my teammates
Siobhan also had a good ball game with 6 points. You guys got it done. How do you feel?
Pretty good.
How about that coming
Say it
out
again?
of the United States?
Cougar through and through until they get better up.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. My wife goes, my wife's like, how long is he going to last? So I did the math.
welcome back. Jackson High School Gymnasium here in Mill Creek. Almost looked like Preston was going to throw the ball in there. So we're ready to go. Halftime, 29-14. Lake Stevens leading Jackson. Leading scorer, Kira Tupul with 13 points for Lake Stevens. Sophia Giordano has 4 points for Jackson. 29-14. And it's Jackson balls. We start here the second half. Pepin. Out it goes to Alexis Eichhorn. We saw Pepin's and Eichhorn's brothers play in the first game of the doubleheader.
Yeah, played pretty big roles down the stretch of that game.
They did. Ball went out of bounds, though, and last touch by Jackson. Kind of Alexis Eichhorn standing there going, I didn't even know that I had touched it.
Yeah, I don't think I touched it.
But apparently she did, according to the guys in the striped shirts. So here comes Lake Stevens. Kira Tupua brings it into the front court. So she starts the second half. Apparently something was maybe missed a day of school or whatever. Here's Noelani Tupua. Has it underneath. Tried the scoop lay-in. Wouldn't go. 2 shots coming up here for Kendall Cool. And they're going to give the foul here on Avery Cook. Picks up her first team of this third quarter. First free throw, good. Kendall Cool.
It's true on that first one. See if she can make this second one.
Lake Stevens coming in 4-0 in league play, 7-4 overall. Jackson 2-2 in league play, and 5-6 overall. Next free throw is good. The lead is 31-14.
Yeah, that quick ball movement right there that's exactly how you beat that half court trap.
Yep.
I'm almost positive that's something they probably talked about at halftime, as much trouble as it gave them.
Jackson moving the ball, going down. Little runner that won't go for Callie Workala. And down the floor comes Anastasi. She gets it over to Noelani Tupua. It won't go. Who's got it? The ball went out of bounds. They say last touch by Lake Stevens. It'll be Jackson basketball.
And funny enough, the Lake Stevens player there had the same reaction earlier. It's like, what? I don't think I touched that.
Yeah. So the official says, yes, you did. So here we go. It's a little bit of full court pressure here. So you work it down low, going in. Shot won't go. One more time up. That won't go either for Workala. Had a couple of cracks at it. Wouldn't go. Then the long pass down the floor. And it will go out of bounds. Last touched by Lake Stevens. It'll be Jackson basketball as they'll bring it up. Workala will work it with Eichhorn in backcourt, and then it's stolen by Kira Tupua. Scoop laying up and in. Kira Tupua with the steal and the bucket, and the lead is 19 points. They work it cross court. Turned, face, and fire. Rattles off. Won't go for Devine. Then the putback off the offensive rebound by Workala won't go either. We'll have a foul here on Lake Stevens.
She's really working hard down low for the Timberwolves. She's all over the place down there around the basket, rebounding and trying to get those putbacks.
Noelani Tupua picks up the foul. Her first team. First free throw is good for Callie Workala. And she will get another. Andrew Griniker, the first-year head coach, up coaching up the girls here for Jackson. Long pass down floor. That one's complete at the baseline. It goes to Noelani Tupua back out top side to Griffin Iman. Starts the dribble. Got a little weave here. Oh, I'm knocked away from Kira Tupua. Pick up by Tessa Anastasi. Trying to force it down low to Iman. They do. Missed the lay-in, no good. Kept alive by Iman. And then it's going to be stolen away. Little one-handed push pass there by Noelani Tupua was intercepted. Pepin into front court. Goes to Eichhorn. Back to Pepin again. Out between the circles. Pepin has it looking. Won't go, but Workala will shoot. It won't go for the three, and Kira Tapua grabs the rebound up the floor, easily just flips the pass down for laying up and in for Tessa Anastasi.
Yeah, that's a couple full-length passes there by Tapua. Almost has a Colton Matson feel to it.
Yeah, it's
just quick, it's fast, it's on a line, it's on the money.
Yeah, just drops it in the bucket right there for the lay-in, and it's 35-16. Turnaround jumper. It's going to be an air ball. Won't go for Eichhorn. And Kira Tapua brings it down. Fakes the pass in the corner. Sis says, give it to me. How about a little baseline? Then to Anastasi. Goes up too hard. No go. Kendall Cool, excuse me. And then the rebound's going to be grabbed down by Jackson. They're getting some rebounds here. Pepin brings it out of backcourt across the logo. As they work it in the corner, Ruiz now bounce pass down low, going in. McKenna Devine out of bounds. Last touch by Lake. We'll have some subs come in. Abigail Ruiz checks in for Jackson. And Eddie Baker back in for Lake Stevens. Looking for the inbounds. They get it. Trying for some quick off the inbounds, but he couldn't handle it. McKenna Devine had to go off her fingertips, except it was last touched by Lake Stevens. Trying a little inside-outside action. We're going to have a foul called. Two bodies on the floor. Who's the guilty party? I think it's going to be on Jackson. Yeah, it will be. McKenna Devine picks up the foul.
Yeah, she gets up a little bit slowly, too.
Yeah. She's a 5'9" freshman. Andrew Griniker didn't like the call. There's a shocker. Here is Noelani Tapua. Goes through, kind of lost the handle on it. Then she picks it up and grabs it herself. Somebody's got to be open. She was double teamed. Going in, Kendall Cool. It won't go. Noelani grabs the rebound. Reverse lay-in is up and in. Stuck with it and put it up and in. And it's 37-16, 21-point lead. Somebody woke up the cheerleaders. Cross-court pass into the corner as they'll work around the perimeter there. As they're looking down low. Finally, good ball movement there.
Yeah, good half-court set there for the Timberwolves, this young team.
Avery Cook puts it in. And it's 37-18. Coming up in 3 minutes to play. Noelani, who shoots a three, gets her own rebound down low, then bonks it off of her teammate Addie Baker's head. She was airborne, turned around, stayed in midair, turned and threw it off of the head of Addie Baker. Noelani, if you're going to do that, you got to tell me. Addie, look out.
Yeah. And Addie Baker, she's laughing about it. She's like, I was not expecting that.
I don't think she needs to go and do the concussion protocol on that one.
No.
In fact, she's still talking about it.
Exactly.
She whipped it right in my head. She's still yakking about it. In the corner they go. It's Jackson basketball.
She'll probably still be talking about it on the bus on the way home.
That's right. Andrina will miss that one. And controlled by Lake. Kira Tapua. Noelani Tapua to the baseline. Bounces a pass to Baker. Back out for a three on the way that won't go for Griffin Iman. And the rebound grabbed by Avery Cook for the Timberwolves. 2:22 to play in the third quarter. Jackson down 37-18 to Lake Stevens on their home floor. And Eddie Baker nearly had the steal, but dribbled it on the out-of-bounds line. Are they going to say reset? Are they going to say, yeah, I think they need to reset it, don't you? Wasn't that a change of possession?
I don't see him resetting it, though. 11 seconds.
Yep. So dribbling in, laying up. No, short-armed it, no good. Missed by Pepin, grabbed by Noelani Tapua. Step through move, puts it up and puts it in. She gets the bucket. It's 39-18, back to a 21-point lead. Minute 47 to go. Down underneath, and who's got it? Back out on top it goes to Abigail Ruiz. Pepin. Mackenzie Pepin on the dribble. Dribbles out between the circles, 7 to shoot. Goes to Andrina, 2 to shoot. Will they get it off? They do. It will go. Well, that's used it all. 29.999 seconds of the 30-second shot clock, and Alexis Eichhorn drains the 3.
Yeah, and that's 30 seconds. Lake Stevens doesn't have the ball, so it works out well on many fronts.
39-21 the score now. As Kira Tupua stepped through, move. No, they're going to call her for a travel. With 57 seconds to go, she gets called for the turnover. It'll be Jackson Timberwolves basketball. They call the play Laker. Let's see what that is. Oh, pushing foul is going to be called here. It's going to be on Kira Tupua. She kind of was fighting through the screen.
Yeah, she wasn't going to go around that screen.
No. Yeah, I'm going right on through. Her first personal foul and the third team foul. Jackson has it. 42 seconds to play and nearly stolen by Noelani Tupua. Jackson gets it back. They go down low to Cook and got fouled in there. She'll have to go to the stripe. And it'll be called here on Noelani Tupua. That's her second personal and the fourth team foul here of the third quarter. 35 seconds to go. First freebie is good. Another one coming up here for Cook. It is true. About a 4-second differential shot and game clock. Addie Baker finds Kira Tupua. There's Noelani Tupua. Back to Kira again. Fakes left, goes right, pulls up, puts it in. Just that simple. Just the way you draw it up. The lead is 18 at 41-23. And here's a steal by Kira going in. That scoop lane is up and good with 4 seconds to go. The little flurry here. Can she get another one? No. Almost had a third crack at it. We go to the fourth quarter, 43-23. 20-point lead for Lake Stevens. Back with the fourth quarter after this. 123. And here's a steal by Kira going in. That scoop lane is up and good. $43-23, 20-point lead for Lake Stevens here at Jackson High School.
A little bit different look here. Jackson's going to go to a 2-3 zone.
As Lake continues with the starters, Noelani Tupua, Kira Tupua turns and puts it up. Foul called.
And Can't say enough about the Jackson band. How about that?
There you go.
Yeah, they sound great tonight.
Yep. Been a long time coming. 30 years coming.
Yeah.
Kira Tupua at the free throw line. First one is good. The foul was on Addie Baker. Abigail Ruiz, her second personal foul. First team foul of the fourth quarter. 11 seconds into the final quarter. Jackson had an early 1-point lead, and then Lake Stevens took control, led it 15-4 at the end of one, 29-14 at the half. 43-23 at the end of three. And the official, he was going to call an offensive foul. Then he changed it to a block. Seth Dodge is saying he saw it too. The fist went up, and then now I'm going to do a block. It's like when you see this last weekend in football, false start, everybody but the center.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to worry about who all it was. Here's a runner that won't go. A miss by Devine. Here is Noelani was looking for Kira. It was intercepted. We go back the other way. With Jackson in control of the basketball now, down by 20. And their player called one thing, and the coach called another play.
Yeah, not that. Call the other one.
And inbounds, or try to get it inside. He couldn't do it. Noelani Tapu will bring it out of backcourt. Lake with the ball. Lake with the big lead. Long cross court. Back over here to Noelani. Back over right side to Anastasi. They're just playing catch across the bow of the ship there. There's an outside shot. Kira won't go. Gets it back. Puts it up. It won't go. And the foul's going to be called. Kendall Gould, in the meantime, had gotten the offensive rebound. Found Kira. And she'll have to go to the free throw line. And this is going to be whistled on Hayden Andrina. Picks up the foul. That's her third personal foul. Second team foul. Kira Tapu at the line. First one is good. And checking in now for the Timberwolves, Callie Workala. Who was the other number that came in?
25, Tom.
25. Avery Cook. Avery Cook comes in. Next free throw, good. 47-23. As Jackson will work it here. McKenna Devine. Devine across the top of the key. Swing it over left side. Workala shoots a three. Won't go. Rebound. That's going to be controlled by Tupua. Noelani goes in. That reverse lay-in won't go. This time the rebound grabbed down by Avery Cook for Jackson. Timberwolves basketball. Ruiz across the logo. Then a reach foul is going to be called. Boy, there's a quick whistle on a little reach there by Tessa Anastasi. We'll have a sub here for Lake Stevens. Autumn Swabity will come in. I think Seth Dodge is going to start working players in, although he's played a few players anyway.
Yeah. This will be a game, too, to get some of these kids in. And
yeah, you're going to need them.
You are. You know, it's a long run. The high school season is a long season.
Well, and then when you start getting into the district tournaments and things like that, that's when somebody gets in foul trouble, and you're going to need to go to 6, 7, 8 deep on the bench.
Well, then you have those games where you only got a day between, and
right.
People need a little bit more rest, and yeah, so you want to have those players ready to go.
We talked about it in the first game. Let's talk about it right now with the Jackson High School Hall of Fame that's going to induct their first class a week from tonight. Talk about those folks.
Yeah, the inaugural class will go in of the Jackson Sports Hall of Fame, and I think it's a great class, and it's a great representative, a group of the athletes that have come through here and just been excellent,
right.
not only on the field, but in the as citizens in the community. And so, I don't know, you want me to list them off here?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, let's talk about it.
You want to hit
as Kira just hit another one.
Oh, there you go. Hits the three. So we've got swimmers John Cook and Nicole Lindbergh going in. Football player Johnny Curtin, who you know very well.
Yep.
We have Christy Kingma. Travis Snyder was a standout baseball player here and went on to play in the bigs in the Major League Baseball. Dustin Duke, couple-time state champion in distance running. We've got Ileana Ice DeJesus, who was just softball player, pitcher extraordinaire.
And she went on to play for the Chanticleers.
Yeah, and then we've got Jason Todd, who was the 2-time state Gatorade Player of the Year in basketball. The 2006 baseball team, 27-0 state championship.
They were pretty good.
They were pretty good, and Travis Snyder was on that team, so I think he's going in twice, right? Once
well,
as a team.
how come? Is that fair?
Well, yeah, And then we've got a couple coaches, Judy Montgomery, who has coached tennis here since the school opened and had a lot of success. And then Coach Eric Harushka, who's the only track head coach and cross-country boys head coach in school history. And, boy,
that's
they've had
30 years, right?
Yeah, wow. And they've had a lot of success. And then we have a contributor, John Aravello, who was a custodian of ours, and boy, he was just an Iron Man. He was here setting up, tearing things down. He would help you during the banquet that you had to get set up for, would do anything that you asked, and for all his service, he's going to be honored as a contributor. So great first class going in, we think, and we're gonna have that class go in next Friday, and they'll be introduced down on the floor between the games of the doubleheader next week, and then there'll be a reception to follow.
Yeah, talking.
Did you see STSPN on there? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, Todd Elvig of STSPN didn't make the cut to get in the Hall of Fame.
Not yet, not yet. Heck, I didn't even make the cut yet.
Yeah,
so
that's right. Yeah,
we're really looking forward to it. And last I heard, every one of those people will be here except one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all those baseball players that live all over the country now, they're flying back. They're going to come back. And so it should be a really nice deal.
Nice. So that is 1 week from tonight here at Jackson High School. This tonight being a Friday night here in mid-January. Some folks are going to be watching this. It's going to be 2 years from next Tuesday at Grandma's house. But
yeah,
they will already be in. But it's a nice honor. And I'm sure they all feel honored. And you have a special place here at school where those.
Yeah, we're
Wall of Fame.
Yeah, we're going to kind of do it after like yours up at at the Angel of Winds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a couple of mementos for each person, and some photographs and stuff, and those will be on display until the next class goes in.
Nice. Meanwhile, back on the floor, there is Noelani Tupua, and she scores there. And a timeout on the floor. We'll step out. 2:33 to play in the game. 54-25, the big lead for Lake Stevens. We'll be back with more right here on STSPN.com.
At Capelli Cabinetry, it's not just wood. It's the start of something beautiful. Each grain tells a story, each piece crafted with care, because to us, it's more than just a cabinet. It's a legacy. Our passion is creating cabinetry that reflects your unique style and stands the test of time. Crafted in Snohomish, where every piece becomes a part of your story. Capelli Cabinetry, crafting excellence one cabinet at a time.
Final 2.5 minutes. We've got the bunch of new people out there now for the Tupua sisters, I think, are done for the evening. Kind of some youngsters out there as well for the Jackson Timberwolves. Although they started as youngsters, they're a young club.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, they start 4 sophomores.
Yep, they did. So here's a steal here. We'll get some names out. Cameron Strom underneath with the steal. Up the floor for Lake Stevens. That's Addie Baker. She's been in there for a while going in. The lay-in is up, and it is good. That was Autumn Swabity with the bucket. Inside 2 minutes to play. Well, so, Coach, who do we like as our player of the game?
Well, I mean,
Kira?
Yeah, I think either one of the two sisters are well deserving of that honor. They both played extremely well tonight. And, boy, I'm really impressed with their basketball abilities. They're fun to watch.
Who'd you give it to up at Lake Stevens?
We gave it to Kira up there, so let's go.
With Noelani?
Yeah, let's go with Noelani,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got to say, I mean, I'm impressed with both teams, obviously for different reasons. But
right.
This Jackson team, young, gritty, they play hard. There's no quit in this team. They're out here, and they're down, but they're playing hard. And, they're gonna mature. They're going to get better. And, boy, this Lake Stevens team is just polished. I love their transition game, how they get out and run and play a really up-tempo style of basketball. They're really fun to watch, very athletic, very long.
Yep.
They're a long team, but athletic. So, Jackson might be a year or two away, but you can see the foundation here. You can see the pieces kind of coming together.
Yep. Ryden Powers checks in for Lake Stevens. Rose Gassaway is in for the Vikings as well. As Jackson now works it down, out for a 3 ball on the way up and in.
Yeah, Miss Eichhorn's hit a few of those tonight.
Yeah, Alexis Eichhorn with the bucket. We're inside a minute to play. Double score, 56-28.
That's pretty good public school math.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Isn't it 50? Yes.
Yeah. No, I was just surprised you were right. Because I've been with you at football games where it's not right sometimes.
Yeah, that's very true. Basketball is different. As Lake will work it around here. Swabity dribbled to the baseline and then nearly got tied up.
Well, she did. She kind of tied herself up and then was trying to get the ball to a teammate and just kind of rolled all the way to the sideline without anybody touching it. So looks like Jackson will get this last possession here and see if they can get another bucket before this thing ends.
56-28. Down to 8 seconds to go. They'll work it there to Avery Cook. Cross court going in. The runner, it's up and in. That's Alexis Eichhorn, and that will be that. And the game will come to an end, and it'll be the Lake Stevens Vikings 56-30. 56-30 the final. We will step out. We'll come back with our player of the game, brought to you by Bickford Ford. Again, the final score of the Lake Stevens Vikings 56, Jackson Timberwolves 30. Stay with us. Final segment coming up right here on STSPN.com.
Bickford Ford is celebrating 90 years in business in Snohomish, Washington. When they opened their doors in 1934, things looked a little different. But their commitment to the community and their customers hasn't changed a bit. So when you're in the market for a new vehicle, electric, gas, or something in between, start at the place you can trust. Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership, Bickford Ford, on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
And welcome back. 56-30, the final. Lake Stevens Vikings defeat the Jackson Timberwolves. Noelani Tupua will be our MVP of the game. You hardly look tired. Are you tired tonight? Very tired. Talk about this game. It kind of was your game from the beginning, right?
Yeah, I just knew I had to come in with the intensity since Kira's out. She didn't start, so I knew I had to bring it until she came in.
Yeah.
So you guys really love, it seems, get out and transition, run. Yeah, is that the fun part of the game? Get out and run, pass break?
Yeah.
Well, you threw some just long passes right on people. Is that the tempo that you guys really look to play? It's get out and get running and that high-pressure defense?
Yeah, always. We always want to come with intensity and not have slow starts.
Okay.
How much fun is it playing with your sister?
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Is it?
Until she yells at me. So.
Does she yell? Now on the way, so she drives home, right? Yeah. Does she yell at you on the way home?
Oh no.
Okay. The basketball stays in there, and when you get in the car, you're just two sisters yelling at each other anyway.
About something different.
Well, was it a fun night?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are a pretty good team.
Thank you.
Do you feel like it's coming together?
Yeah, coming together.
Is this a team that can make a deep run, do you think?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Is it hard to keep the energy up when the score gets to be kind of lopsided a little bit?
You can say yes.
It kind of. But we just know that we have to keep up the intensity and not let all the mistakes, just let them go.
Good.
There you go.
Well, we sure had fun watching you play tonight.
There you go. Thank you. That is Noelani Tupua. We're going to get some pictures here with our MVP of the game, brought to you by Bickford Ford. Tonight's game also brought to you by Capelli Cabinetry, Les Schwab Tires, McDaniels Do It Center, Monster Energy, U.S. Navy and the Marine Corps, American Family Insurance, Sally Petty Agency. Again, the final score, Lake Stevens 56 and the Jackson Timberwolves 30. For Joel Vincent and Todd Elvig, I'm Tom Lafferty. Good night from Jackson High School in Mill Creek.